My folks went back to their lender to make sure they understood the conditions of the loan offer that were in their commitment letter. There are a number of things that the lender will normally require from you before or at the time of closing, most of which you will be required to pay for. These include the title search, title insurance, the survey, and homeowner's insurance. You have the right to inspect the final settlement form called the HUD-1 settlement statement 1 business day before closing. The HUD-1 statement itemizes the costs you've already paid to the lender and those you will pay at closing. You should review the form so you know exactly what you'll be expected to pay at the settlement. You'll be required to pay the remainder of your down payment and closing costs with a certified or cashier's check. By checking out the settlement statement, my folks were ready for the closing on their house.
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news for you folks today. The bad news is that you're going to wear your hands out signing papers. But the good news is that when you finish, you'll own your own home.
Sounds like a good trade-off to me, Jim.
Well, let's get started then.
A large part of the closing involves the explanation and signing of various documents, including the HUD-1 settlement statement, the truth in lending statement, the mortgage note, the mortgage, affidavits, and the property deed. The lender may require you to prepay some items at the time of the settlement, like escrow items, including mortgage and hazard insurance premiums, as well as interest and title charges. In calculating the total amount that the borrower must pay, the settlement statement begins with the sales price and adds in the total closing costs for which you are responsible. From this total, your deposit and the principal amount of your mortgage is deducted. Then, any adjustments payable by the seller are deducted. The resulting figure is the amount you must pay at closing.
So, are we at the bottom line?
That's right. Congratulations, folks. You now own your own home.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Naomi.
After all the papers have been signed and the fees have been paid, the mortgage and the deed will be officially recorded and you'll finally own your own home. Well, Rochelle and I followed everyone's advice and we ended up owning our own house. But that's not the end of the story.
When you become a homeowner, the first thing you want to do is get to know your house from top to bottom. One of the best ways to do this is go on a tour of the house with its former owner in order to take advantage of his detailed knowledge of the place.
After you move in, it's a good idea to set up a house file that includes all the warranties, owner's manuals, and other documents obtained from the previous owner.
Collect all your important papers, like the deed to your house and your insurance policies, and keep them in a safe place.
Okay, Renetta. Once you've moved in, there are a few things you should do to keep your home safe.
Keep emergency numbers handy. Change your door locks to protect your home against robbers. Be sure to keep your homeowner's insurance policy up to date.
It's important to keep up with your monthly mortgage payments. If you're having trouble, contact your lender immediately so you can discuss the situation. You can find out the address and telephone number of your lender by referring to your mortgage coupon book or your monthly account statement.
You also can't afford to get behind on your utility bills or you run the risk of having them turned off. The best way to manage your expenses is to start a budget. That's it. We did it. Let's go. Right.
You'll need a nest egg for replacing things like the hot water heater when it suddenly springs a leak. And try to put away some money each month into a savings account.
As a homeowner, you will receive tax benefits. You can deduct the interest you pay on your mortgage, and you can deduct the taxes you pay on your property.
Buying a house takes time and hard work. It's perhaps the greatest financial investment you'll ever make.
And having your own home brings you the personal satisfaction of reaching your goal of having a place of your own.